I want to tell you a true story about how an A320 that crashed in the French Alps. The plane was scheduled to fly from Barcelona, Spain to Dusseldorf Airport in Germany. The captain was 34 years old with about 6,000 hours under his belt with 3,811 hours on the A320, and the first officer was 27 years old with 630 hours and 540 of them were on the A320. And so, the aircraft was flying at a cruising altitude of 38,000 feet. As the aircraft was entering French airspace, the first officer suggested to the captain that maybe he might want to use the toilet. The captain then said, "Yes, good idea, I think I will go," and so the captain left the cockpit to go to the lavatory. This leaves the first officer in charge of the plane and also communications. Once alone, the first officer set the altitude to 100 feet on the FCU. What is an FCU? This whole thing here. Do check out my video if the FCU fails. He then sets the speed to VMO MMO, making the plane descend rapidly. The descent rate at this point varied between 1,700 feet per minute to 5,000 feet per minute. Marcel Control noticed this anomaly and decided to contact the plane. They asked what altitude were they cleared to. There was no response from the plane. The controller tried calling them again, but no answer. The aircraft speed now is at 323 knots. At this point, the captain tries to enter the cockpit. ATC also, on the other hand, tried contacting the plane, but still no answer. The aircraft speed now reaches to 350 knots. The captain tries to call the first officer via the interphone. The captain then started shouting, "Open the door," several times. The captain reportedly used a crash axe to try and break the door. I am not sure of the airline policy of this particular company and whether they keep a crash axe in the cabin. There were noises similar to violent blows recorded on the CBR. GPWS kept sounding repeatedly until the aircraft finally crashed. Investigators then discovered that the first officer was suffering from depression for some time before the crash. The doctors previously had advised him not to fly, but he ignored them. The doctors also did not inform the airline company of the first officer's abnormal behavior. It was also later discovered that the first officer had attempted to crash the plane on previous flights. Later on, during the investigation, the doctors refused to talk to the investigators as they can be prosecuted for breaking client confidentiality. Ever since that crash, it is now mandatory to have at least 2 crew members in the cockpit at all times. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.